I mean, it's the main opportunities to practice what we put into play. So having that opportunity to have access not only to coaching staff and watching back, whether that's edits, but also putting it into play out on the field. So it's, you know, an imperative aspect of our week and how we prepare. And obviously at times that can be how we end up playing on the weekends, but yeah, it's a very important aspect of our week. Given the aspect of how short an AFRW season is compared to the men's, you sort of don't really have time to dwell on that, and so it's more about what are you going to do next, coming in Monday with that open mindset. But yeah, I think it's about how we can improve each week, week in, week out. But yeah, given how short it is, sometimes if you dwell on it, the season's over before you know it, and you're reflecting back on what could have been, rather than what you can be implementing throughout the week as each round goes by. Yeah, I mean, I look at the leadership group and I go straight to Meg at the top, who sets an outstanding example for us as players, and the way she leads both on and off the field as well. It's, you know, those coming through have an outstanding leader that they can look up to as well. But then it's also flowing on to those up and coming leaders in the vice captains this year in Nina Morrison and Rebecca Webster as well. So, you know, we're very fortunate we have a great depth of leadership, and it's probably something that's certainly grown over the past few seasons as well. So for those coming through, you know, they're able to see the standards that are required, not only at training, but, you know, off the field as well. And that's, you know, throughout pre-season and in season as well. So it's across the entire season as well. Yeah, I think looking back on it, we were certainly, you know, in the moment, why not us? We were certainly, you know, not expected to be, I guess, to get as far as we did from the outside. Obviously, internally, we were, you know, well aware of what we were able to be capable of. But I mean, it's harnessing that, but also acknowledging that you can't rock up and expect that we're going to produce those performances from round one. And we know that each team is developing over the pre-season, and everyone's going to be a better team than they were last season. So it's just building on what we left off with, rather than starting from, you know, a few steps backwards as well. The relationships are there across the players, which certainly makes the development and just the whole environment fun. I guess, you know, it is a workplace at the end of the day as well. So for girls to come in and embrace what we are trying to, you know, work towards as well, and you know, the standards that we've already been in place, but building on that as well. But I think also we've had such a consistent coaching group as well, which certainly helps in terms of, you know, the line coaches are still the same as last year as well. But, you know, it's also the mix. We've got both males and females, which, you know, is a great to have for this group as well.